Now, after our lesson on the circumference of a circle, the next item to consider, or the next concept, is going to be the area of a circle. By the time you teach this topic, it is assumed that you might have covered lessons on the circumference of a circle, and you have also taught them how to determine the area of a rectangle. It is based on these ideas that we can move on to talk about area of a circle. And so, for the area of a circle, you have a circular, you draw a circle. You can see that I've come here with a circle. Let me also draw the circle on the board. So, I have my circle on the board. I also have a circle with me here. So what we are going to do is that after you have drawn it on a cardboard, you guide the students to cut out the circular object, like what I've done. Then when you are done with that, you are now going to divide the circle into two equal parts. So look at what I've done here. I've divided the circle into two equal parts. And then we try to divide the circle into what we call sectors. So you see me folding the circle into two equal parts like this. Into two equal parts, you guide them to do that. Then they fold them into quarters. So you have it in this way. So here you're also going to have it in this way. They also fold it again into eighths. They also fold it again into 16ths, like this. So if you open, you're going to get something like this. Okay. Then you, after that, so let me try to do something like that here. I'll divide that one into 8. Like what I'm having here. Okay. I also do it in this way. Which means that each is going to be divided into two like this. So these were the foldings that I was doing. Do it here. Do it here. So let's count the number of sectors that you are going to have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So like I did, we are going to get 16 sectors. When you are done, other books will tell you you can shade one part. So you see that this is a semicircle. So I can shade this part and then leave this one unshaded. Or we can do some numbering. So look at it. If I number here as 1, I will number this one as 2. Then this one becomes 3. This one becomes 4. This one becomes 5. This one becomes 6. This one becomes 7. This one becomes 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16. So what we are going to do is that you do the same thing on the cutout, on the cutout which has been divided into sectors. So we do the same thing here. Then we do the cutout. Okay. So you do the cutout. And then we are going to get. We're going to get some sectors. So you do the cutout like this. You cut them out, and this is exactly what I've done to the people I showed you. So after that, you are now going to arrange them on a table. But because I want you to see what is there, I'm going to arrange them on the board for you. So I'll pick number 1 and then make it like this. Then pick number 2. Once number 1 went in this way, number 2 is going to be turned outside down like this. Then number 3 will come, that will be like this. Then I pick number 4, that is also going to be like this. Number 5, in this way. Number 6, also coming like that. Number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 14. Then 15. Now, the 16th last one, you're going to divide it into two equal parts. Okay? So when you're done with that, you put one side at this end. Following the same pattern, then the other parts also can be bring it here. So you will notice that this is going to be the shape of that circular object or that circle which was divided into sectors you divided it into two equal parts. And you notice that when I divided into two equal parts, I had some numbering. And the numbering, we saw some odd numbers, we saw some even numbers. And the odd numbers formed half of the circle. Then the even numbers also formed half of the circle. And remember, you have told the students that the circumference of a circle is equal to 2 pi r. Now let's compare. So you see that these ones are the odd numbers I was talking about. And so they are forming half of the circle. And then these are the even numbers I was also talking about. They also form half of the circle. And so it means that if this one is the half of the circle, the odd numbers form half of the circle, then the circumference of a circle we said is 2 pi r. So if you have divided into 2, then it means that here is going to be pi r. I think you can guess it because the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, which we did in our previous lesson. And we are saying that if you divide it into two equal parts, then it means that you are going to have half of the circumference of the circle. And by so doing, this cancels that, leaving pi r. So this part is pi r, this pi is also going to go pi r. Bear with me. And you also notice that this side here is a radius. Remember when you have the sectors from the center to any point on the circumference is a radius. So this side is also r, and this side is also r. So we are now going to ask the kids to look at the shape of the object on the board. And these students should be able to tell you that the shape looks like a rectangular shape. It looks like a rectangular shape. That's why I started by saying that before you teach this lesson, it is assumed that you might have taught your students the area of a rectangular shape, or the area of a rectangle, and that of the circumference of the circle. So they are now going to notice that this shape is like a rectangular shape. It looks like a rectangular shape. Which side is the length? They will say that the length is equal to pi r. And which side is the width? They will say that the width is equal to r. Therefore, if I want to get the area of the shape, then I'm going to say that the area is equal to the length times the width. And that is pi r times r. And if you do the mathematics, you see that this is going to be pi r squared. Pi r squared. And what is this shape? How can we got the shape? We got the shape out of the divisions that we did. And this is the conclusion that the area of a circle is equal